Well, three great organizations coming together here. The University of Kentucky's Commonwealth Institute for Black Studies, the Lexington Black Prosperity Initiative, and the Fayette County Clerk's Office. They're very proud to present the Digital Access Project.
That's right, also known as DAP, too. And today we are joined by Shea Brown with all the details on the project. Shea, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you.
So first of all, can you give us an overview of what exactly is DAP?
DAP is through the county clerk's office. Our records, our old records dating back to the 1780s roughly, going forward, have been digitized. Remember, Kentucky didn't look like it looked now with 120 counties. Right. There were only 3 original counties: Fayette County, Lincoln County, and Jefferson. So our records are the beginning records of Kentucky, and we digitized them, made them available on the Fayette County Clerk's Office online portal. You can access these records on FayetteDeeds.com under Land Record Search Non-Indexed Documents.
Awesome.
Stacey, we've talked before about how important this is because, I mean, this is helping families piece their family history together. We've talked about how African-American history was somewhat lost to antiquity, and we've been able, through these records, to piece that together as well. But coming up on women's history, we're playing a role in that too, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Through the Digital Access Project, some of the myths back in the late 1700s, 1800s is women did not own property. They were not intelligent enough to deal with the affairs of the family, but that's not true. Through the DAP records, when you look at these records, yes, we look at 2 categories. We look at the European American women, which are the white women, and African American women, which we term black women. White women, they own property and they inherited property. They managed the affairs. They were very intelligent, successful entrepreneurs as well. But the dark side of it is, yes, white women did own and sell enslaved individuals. And then when you look at the enslaved, those black women, we see some heartful, cruel, and inhumane dark moments. One is the fact that, yes, they did inherit property as free African Americans. And yes, they own property if they were set free. But the bad part is that they were stripped from families. We see records where their children were sold, their spouses were sold off to other enslavers. And that's the hurtful thing. We see the term is, the scholarly term I say is, when was a person a slave? Were they born a slave, or when they were conceived in the womb were they a slave? But our records go even further than that. When an enslaved person was either 8 years old, 9 years, 14, did not even have children, or even not think about having children, they were already considered, that child was already considered a slave. We call it preconception slavery, where the enslaver says, you are a slave, and any future offspring, or your increase is the word they use, or future increase is deemed a slave.
So we're accomplishing a lot here. We're myth busting, we're following trails of breadcrumbs here to help piece family history together.
That's right.
These records are so important, and folks out there may not realize that this is all available now thanks to you and your team's hard work on making this available.
Yes, over 91,000 pages. By the end of December of last year, we have digitized. But there's multiple records on the page, and that's 176 books. We still have funding from the Bluegrass Community Foundation, the Night Donor Charitable Fund. So we're still digitizing. UK is and we're working on developing a pilot project. My co-director, Dr. Vanessa Holden, check out this wonderful book she's written, Surviving Southampton. It deals with African-American resilience during the Nat Turner community, how women played a part in the freedom of Black America, and the cooperation with white Americans that helped with the freedom movement. So check out Southampton. Check out our images on FayetteDeeds.com. Check out that. It's free. You can access it. It's through the Fayette County Clerk's portal.
Wonderful. Wow. History that would have been lost to antiquity.
Yes, exactly.
Stacey, thanks to you and the team for what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good to see you. We're back after this. Stick around.